So, we're going to talk this morning a little bit about the strangest
DMT entity encounters, or the actual character itself.
Either or. Bit fluffy, innit? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, hey, yeah, woo!
Hi guys.
Hello.
Right. Strangest DMT entity.
The strangest DMT entity encounter.
The thing is I've got to explain it to you, and I know every encounter you've had.
Okay.
Pretty much.
We're telling the people.
Vice versa, isn't it?
We're telling the people, aren't we?
Yeah.
People's Republic of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. A strangest DMT encounter. Well, should we try and define the DMT entity encounter? And because it's not like someone just rolling up and going, "Hi, I'm a DMT entity." It's kind of this unfolding.
It's not a delivery service, is it?
No.
Knocking at your door.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm a DMT entity. It's kind of like an unfolding of the DMT experience. The deeper you go, the more likely an entity will become prevalent, because I think like we both
have to have a breakthrough.
Well, we both agree, right, that there feels like there's a presence there, even at low doses.
Yeah.
It's an observer observing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, kind of as you get deeper into the experience, or with a heavier dose,
Yeah.
then that entity encounter just becomes. It's almost like you're kind of looking into a tunnel and you can't see anything in the tunnel until you're right down in there with a torchlight, and oh look, there's an entity.
Yeah.
Was that just a load of old bollocks?
No, that sounds about right. You kind of. So if we're going to talk about weird entities.
Yeah.
So one of the first times of breaking through, like you're saying, you're not even thinking that you're breaking through, are you? Because you're just like, well, what the fuck's just happened?
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on a minute.
Ticker
Then
tape.
you see all that stuff, the geometrics. So talking of a strange entity, creature that I've encountered, that was one of my first breakthroughs when we were working on the flat.
Yeah.
And it was the metallic crab.
Metallic crab.
But I wasn't expecting to see anything, because all I could see was like this DNA, and it covered the whole of my space, visual space that I could see. And that's when this rather large, like metre, ordinary looking crab, like you'd see down the seafront.
Yeah.
But robotic and metallic.
Yeah.
But it just came out from around the DNA.
Yeah, so it just kind of came out of the background.
And it came out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting to see any entities, because up until that point, visual entities hadn't really happened. I'd only had that, I can feel something else there.
Yeah.
And then an upside down crab, metallic, looks at me with the
eyes of a
which
crab.
are almost like lenses,
Yeah.
camera lenses, and just goes, "What the f*** are you doing here?" Like, I mean, how bamboozling was that?
There is like a weird comedy in there to it sometimes.
And I did swear there, I do apologise, but those were the actual words that were used.
I'll blot it out. So the weird metallic crab. So what is that then? Where?
I mean, there's nothing in my mind that would have bought that to us.
No. But it's like, so it's you're tapping into sort of this creativity part of your brain, that it just is like the imagination. Your imagination is just kind of free roaming machine that just is able to conjure stuff outside of your awaking. So so say like when you're in the alert waking state of consciousness, you have to kind of tap in. I'm going to draw a tree, or you're trying to describe something to me that you've seen. You've got to dig into the memory banks and draw it.
Yeah.
But so maybe that part of your mind, I'm taking it back to a materialistic place now, say that part of your mind may well just be like this this software program that can conjure this stuff. But then when you take away the alert waking state of consciousness, the Justin, the ego, and you just dip straight into that, just that software program could just go, whoa, there's a crab, look, there's a crab, whoa, there's DNA, it's DNA, look.
Produces whatever.
Just
randomly goes off on one.
Yeah.
You could say that, but the argument is the information you get,
the input
is not random.
And also, where did that input? I mean, you've obviously seen a crab before.
Yeah, I know what a crab
Do you know what I mean?
like.
But where does the correlation?
Where's the reference of a crab crawling around DNA, a robotic crab?
Or maybe you've gone into kind of some kind of macro or micro world, and it's some kind of nanobot.
Not a massive one. I had Ant-Man.
You just Ant-Manned it right down.
Yeah, I went into the quantum realm.
So what's my idea? Well, let's outline what the most crazy are.
Can I just say, the quantum realm and the Ant-Man, if that is the case, that is long before. I mean, we're talking 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Ant-Man's a good perspective.
But then, maybe all art comes from that pool of. So mate, do you know what I mean? Like when people are writing scripts for films or coming up with the ideas for films, they're dipping into that software program.
Yeah.
Or you just did actually kind of end up in some alternative reality.
Yeah.
Where there are robotic crabs climbing around on DNA.
On DNA structure, universal, going across the universe.
Yeah. So. All right, well, I'll tell you what I think one of my weirdest, I've got a couple of weird ones actually.
Yours are generally a lot stranger than mine.
But no, they're actually strange. I don't think this one is like the strangest entity, but it certainly was one of the ones that had the most impact because of like what
Ooh. Ooh, lucky two.
So I think.
Tell me about one of your strange experiences.
No, I'm just going to go into the what. So when we had that second double dose.
When we teed up the 250.
We teed up the 250. So weird, strange DMT entities. So when we had the double dosa.
Yeah.
And.
You're going to have to start that again because you literally zipped right next to you.
Yeah, so when we had the double dosa, and I remember, do you remember me saying about that people from the 80s, from the UK will know this. There was that programme with those little blocks that were floating in space, and the kids had to put that big helmet on, and then they had to guide them across the blocks.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I was kind of in that environment, and then heard someone say, send him down, and then the next thing I know, I'm on this kind of weird, trippy beach, right, with a little fire, and it was all psychedelic and geometry everywhere, but there was this little beach with this fire, and there were two entities. One was this little child with a very sort of weird, massive almondy eyes, right? Definitely having a big smile.
Right, what, a child?
A child, yeah.
A bit scary.
It was a bit scary, but yeah, it had a big smile.
Yeah.
And massive almond eyes, and this almost like this weird, fiery, sort of flaming. I would liken it to like a third eye, if I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah.
But she was there, and one minute I'm sort of, how you kind of move in that DMT space is like you're there, then you're there, then you're there. You know what I mean? You zoom in. So 1 minute, boom, I'm here. There's this child thing in front of this fire, doing this sort of mesmerising, and then she's right in my face. The next thing, yeah, and I mean right in my face, eye to eye, inches away. These big almond eyes. Child in like a, do you remember me saying, almost like some kind of poncho of some sort, like a weird, definitely had some kind of South American Mayan vibe to it.
Okay.
But it was kind of, and it was very, very, it felt, even though it was a child, super powerful, like as in like a child god, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right? And she's right in my face, and she's doing this like that, and I'm sort of like, oh, fucking hypnotised. You don't believe me, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. I just thought that was a bit weird. It's a little bit weird.
Right, and then there was this silhouette of this old woman behind the fire, and my attention kept flitting between the two. And this is all going on in the super high octane DMT shit that's going on, stuff, no swearing, that's going on around it. But she's trying to give me something, the old lady. She's got this, I don't know, some sort of gift, and she's kind of leaning forward out of the back of this fire like a silhouette, like an old. But the real weird aspect of it was that they were almost the same.
Right.
So even though they were split apart,
Yeah.
and the child, they're the same, because of that kind of multi-dimensional aspect to the DMT experience. Like 1 minute you know what I'm getting at, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
It's just like. It's like this multi-dimensional.
So you can't explain it.
I can't explain it. No, I can't explain it. So that was very strange.
So that was more like a telepathic understanding.
Yes, it's exactly what it was.
You understood that that's the younger version of that, or dilated through time, it's the same person, but actually.
Or not even is it a person? I don't even know what it is, but it was. It wasn't. I mean, it certainly wasn't a child.
So we call them
it didn't look like a human.
It was.
Right. No, it wasn't human, mate. No. It was some crazy miniature Hindu god thing with the childlike features and definitely big eyes and a real exaggerated smile and quite menacing. I remember thinking, oh, that's cute, and then thinking, no, that's terrifying.
Yeah, nice.
And it was, and I'm there like that, like this little thing, and it's just like, ah.
So the old woman's just going, listen to it. It's not horrible.
No, it was weird. It was very weird. It was cool, but it was weird.
Yeah.
So that's it. We've divulged some strange entities.
Yeah.
What is that?
What do you mean?
What are they?
Are
they aspects of our mind?
Now there is the question.
Yeah.
I am not. Well, I am quite good at art, and I have got a good imagination.
You are good at art.
So, would I be able to create something like that? Not with the detail that you see.
No.
When you try and imagine someone's face, can you actually imagine their face, or is it just an ethereal thing in your mind where you could? Like, I try and picture. Maybe if I thought about picturing your face right now. Couldn't see it, yet when you go into that place you're actually seeing something. It's not like trying to remember someone's face or remembering something that happened.
Yeah, it's not a dream, is it? It feels dreamlike, and some of it feels dreamlike in its qualities of the DMT. It's the nature of it flitting around, but like you say, it does feel dreamlike. But then obviously, you've got the same waves. The theta waves are going on in the brain that are the same as a dream state.
Of course.
But then if you look at Dr. Gallamore's theories on us tapping into a greater chunk of reality, that the brain is able to map the dreamscape because it's recollecting a model of the reality that we live in, yeah. So it's easy to do that, but then when you go into the DMT state, it models a map of unknown reality, but it does it as equally as easily in the same kind of brain state.
Yeah.
So is that just some kind of other level of reality that we just aren't ready to or
don't
able
know,
to
but I've had an
perceive.
interesting thought, because it's like a dream when you eventually, like, I've had a couple of lucid dreams where you know you're in a dream and you can kind of control it.
Yeah.
You can't really control the setting or the scene, but you can control some aspects of what you can do.
But can you control the DMT state?
Well, this is the thing with the extended state. Will they be able to have more lucidity through it?
Well, apparently so. Apparently 15 minutes
we
in
would
you
be
can...
able to tell you if we could put a sorry.
Yeah. We would be able to tell you if we were able to release the video that we've got, but we can't! So that's that.
I hope we just do it.
So there's some interesting stuff there for now.
I mean, there's many more strange entities.
There's many more strange entities. I mean, many more strange entities, but
that's enough for now.
But that's enough for now, because we haven't done DMT for quite some time.
I'm quite frightened.
So we're going to have a go some point very soon and just surprise you all with a video of a recent encounter. And we're also touching that thing again. We're also going to have a little go at some kind of divination experiment. We thought we'd just try and change things up on this channel a little bit and try and get the algorithm to appeal to a wider, broader spectrum of conversation within this kind of paranormal subject, because it just keeps things a bit interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm up for that. We're doing that Thursday.
We're going to do that Thursday. We won't give too much away, but we're going to do a little divination experiment, which we will record and create a video out of. We may even also have a little DMT livener as well. Yeah? Okay. It's work time. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell. See you soon.